Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a special Marvel Rivals stream today because Sonic Heroes is destroyed. So the disc is just not good anymore. The game came out in 2003. The box looks fine, but the game itself is ruined. So in order for us to get a replacement, it would take 4 weeks or longer, and at the end of February or middle February and all through March, we're going to be very busy. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a filler series starting now, not in 4 weeks.
Yeah, because we're going to be busy in 4 weeks. So today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Spider-Man 2 Advanced Suit. That's the plan. And we'll be playing with you guys. Amber's here with her system as well.
Yep.
And it can't be helped, people. Sometimes, you know, the box art of a game might look nice, but the actual disc itself is what you need to play it, and when we stuck it in the Wii and the GameCube, it didn't work anymore, so not much we can do. And also, this is partly Sega's fault because there's no digital copy on Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, or Switch for Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, we looked on
We
PlayStation
Yep.
and Steam and Xbox, we couldn't find anything.
And since our computer isn't capable of emulation, we can't do that either.
It takes a certain type of ability to be able to stream like stuff from the PC. You have to have more power to do that.
Yep,
That's
more
why we
power.
do consoles.
That's why we are console people, yeah. That's cool. So today you guys are getting Marvel Rivals, the Spider-Man 2 Advanced Suit, and then tomorrow will be the start of our DLC coverage of TMNT Splintered Fate, featuring the new character Casey Jones. So we're going to go through with checking out the DLC for that.
Awesome.
Yep. And then on the day after that, on the 5th, or the 6th, is Mai and Street Fighter 6. So it's not like we don't have new things to show you guys this week, but our filler series got the boot, unfortunately. Not much we can do.
If we had been able to get a copy here like tomorrow or something, we could have done it.
Yeah.
But it won't even be here for weeks.
I've seen the footage that you have, Cosmic, for Dynasty Warriors. I don't know what...
We don't want to spoil it for ourselves, but thank you for sending us a clip. But we're trying to play that the story blind, so we don't spoil the story for ourselves.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. Okay, so we need to do... there he is. This is our boy. Acquire. So it's known as Marvel Spider-Man 2 is the name of the suit. They don't even call it the Advanced Suit. So
Yeah, that is weird.
the full name would be Marvel's Spider-Man 2. There it is.
Oh, hi.
Yep, and just so you guys know, like there was a lot of just like a lot of like random people, and I was kind of cleaning out. I was kind of worried that some of those people were like not well, anyway. So if I accidentally unfriended anyone, okay, well, we don't want to know anything else about it.
No worry, Cosmic.
Okay, thank you.
Why is this not showing?
I have no idea why that's doing that. Yeah, so if we accidentally unfriended you on Marvel Rivals, you can definitely send us a friend request again.
That's
Why
weird.
is it not showing anything?
There he is. I was like, what's going on? And of course, the picture that we have is just a placeholder. We'll make a better Spider-Man 2. They had no render for this suit. There's no render for this online yet. So
Yeah.
we had to make do with what we could.
Good job doing that, Luke.
Yep. Alright, so what we're going to do is we have to spend... Yeah, I know. Acquire. Oh, we already had stuff. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I thought I was going to have to go purchase some stuff, but apparently not. There it is!
Yeah, I was gonna get a couple different ones. You can get something else you want today, and then we can do it next time if you want.
I might go look through the store, yeah. Okay, that works for me. So there's Marvel Spidey. There he is. Spider-Man.
The new one for Psylocke looks really cool. The vampire, like, moon Psylocke.
Okay, so we're gonna go look at the Battle Pass, and then we'll get into some matches.
Oh, of course,
I haven't
the
seen.
Battle Pass.
I have not seen the new Battle Pass yet. I'm curious. Oh wait, have I seen? I did see this one, didn't I?
Yep. Hi, Miss Deanna. Hi, Max. Was everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite. Friendly neighborhood Spider Marth. Everyone's friendly neighborhood Marth. That's right, Max. Oh wow.
Oh wait, I have seen this.
One of those people is the voice of Marth. That's really cool.
I have seen the new.
Oh, there is a rumor that the Sonic Heroes might be in development as a remake. Awesome.
Oh, that's the weird Wolverine Vampire Slayer guy. They gave him a long time, like compared to some of the other guys. And then you got the Fantastic Four picture. Okay. Alright, so let's go to store. Whoa, what's going on? Why does Psylocke look like M. Bison?
Yeah, I couldn't picture, put my finger on what she looked like. She does kind of look like, M. Bison.
She does look like M. Bison. She's a vampire? Not what I expect a vampire Psylocke to look like, though. She looks like a Chinese vampire.
She looks like a goth girl or something from Russia.
Chinese vampires are more modest. Yeah, Western vampires, they're very romanticized, but Chinese ones, they just look like regular people, usually. We've got more Chinese New Year stuff. Lion Dancer, who is this?
I believe this is Iron Fist.
That would make sense.
That's what people keep telling me.
Dancing Lion Bundle, yeah, that's Iron Fist. You were correct. Okay, and who's the other one?
Oh, you played him again or something?
They said there's two characters
yeah,
here.
There is, but I don't know why they're not doing another person.
Maybe
Okay,
it's
just click on
scrollable?
the person next to him. The person next to him. Okay. Wait, I have no idea who this is.
I have no idea who that is, actually.
It could be Mantis.
You think that's Mantis?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea who this is. Like,
I don't know.
I wish they would tell the name of the
Well, we know this is...
character.
Oh,
it's Black Widow.
It's Black Widow. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
She looks completely
She
different.
does not look anything like herself. I didn't even know who that is.
Wow. Do I remember the MTV Spider-Man show from 2003, I think it was? Yeah, I vaguely remember it. It didn't feel like it was a Tobey Maguire show that they were trying to make it out to be, but I do remember seeing it.
This skin of Doctor Strange is okay, but I prefer his other skin that he has in the shop.
He looks like a character from Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, and that game is doing really well on our channel.
Oh wait, yeah. We're almost done with it though. That's the sad
I prefer
thing.
his Doctor Strange. Well, if you do end up getting that, I'm gonna get something
That's
else.
Mantis.
I don't like that character. She looks terrible.
Jade Dragon costume.
You can go to cosmetics for more. Oh, there you go. So you could actually get one of those. You could get the Planet Hulk, which is cool.
Yeah.
You could get these.
Oh yeah, that's
Susan
right.
Storm.
Susan Storm, evil Susan Storm. Mayhem, I think, is her name.
The
Malice, never mind.
Master Magician. Doctor Strange is the one I like. Whatever you call it.
We're gonna do.
Here,
I like
I'll
Psylocke.
show you the one I like because I'm on my thing here.
We have more of these people. We got another shark. Got Magneto.
If you go to costumes.
They're making bank with this game, though. Good for them. All right, we're gonna do
Well,
Psylocke.
I mean, some of these, like this one you like, this one.
Yeah.
And Magneto with the purple, but I really like, this is my favorite Doctor Strange. I think that looks cooler than the,
Ooh, yeah, that does look pretty
that
dope.
looks awesome. Like,
I'm gonna
this
do
Doctor
Psylocke, though.
Strange is awesome.
Psylocke is one of my characters I play as, so I could see like doing.
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I thought you would do this one.
Yeah, do a showcase of her
Blood
eventually.
Curry Udo bundle. I guess we'll be doing that showcase, so I'll try to find a picture.
No, I mean, we make pictures of them.
Yeah, we can just take a screenshot from the... And I didn't realize you can actually click... You can actually take off the, like, I'll show you. Like, when you're trying to do a picture... Okay, there's her. Like, when I'm going cosmetics, and I stick her here. Now, there's a thing you can do where... You can actually take off. You can take off... There! See? Now you can do a better picture.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you can do that by your power button, I believe, for PlayStation. See? You can take off all of the stuff. Because I was cutting all that out. So it's way easier to take a screenshot.
Thank you, Tim, for being a member for 22 months, it looks like. 32 months, sorry. Whoops. Thank you for being a member for 32 months. We really appreciate it, Tim. Okay, so then...
Oh, thank you, Tim Muller.
How do I add the Spider-Man banner? I have a new banner.
Yeah, hey Amber and Luke, it's been 32 months, and since I became a member, I made a light show for J-Dog's birthday. Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Awesome, that's very nice of you. And I put the link on your page. Alright, thank you. Thank you so much, Tim. That's very sweet of you. And happy birthday, J-Dog.
Okay, so that's a clip. You have emotes. Spider yo-yo.
Thank you for your generosity and help with the channel, Tim.
Sure? I don't know. Yeah. So how do you change your banner picture?
You just go to your regular play. You, go out to the corner there where it says Bombastic Bagman. Just move your icon all the way to the upper corner.
This?
There you go. Yeah, now just click on it over there. Click on it again. Now you can choose what you want. So if you want to make it Spiderman, or you can make it Wolverine again.
Did they do the new Spider-Man one or no?
Every time you buy one, it should. You just bought the character. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Sweet. All right, let's invite
every
some
time you
people.
buy a character, it gives you a banner.
All right, the first person we're inviting is Amber.
Thank you.
So go to. There you go. Invite. And we'll invite. That was an R. We'll invite Cosmic. And Jotaro. I think that should be it, right? Kwingsletsplays, you, Dozenar, Cosmic, and me, Jotaro. That should do it, I think.
Yeah, and I also like went through and I did delete some people that haven't like watched for like weeks that I added weeks ago. So you know, if you got unadded, then you know, like you just have to either, you know, you have to actually be a viewer, like. You know, just FYI. So, just like re-add us again or whatever.
All right, team, let's do this. So yeah, like I said, the schedule's a little bit different this week, guys, because like our filler series didn't happen, and no one's more bummed than me about Sonic Heroes because it was a trending topic. There were other YouTubers that were playing it, and they were having moderate success. So we thought we would capitalize on a Sonic game we've never done, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't want to do it, then we wouldn't have been looking on every system.
I made an awesome thumbnail, too. I'm very disappointed.
Right.
But people are like, I made 6 thumbnails.
Whoopsies.
So, yeah, I made a whole series.
Maybe we could buy the game eventually and have it delivered eventually, and then we could do it next year or something.
I don't want to pay $80 for the thing, personally.
Oh, yeah.
That's too much. I know it's a hard to come by game, but still. And getting into our match. He's just kind of standing there. He's not doing anything exciting.
Nope. He's not doing anything.
Oh, Oh, it's okay. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we've had games not work in the past. Like, right now, a couple years ago for my birthday, I looked at Lord of the Rings.
Take your hero.
On the...
I'm not judging.
Whoops, did somebody take my Spidey?
Oh,
No.
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I looked at a
Only
Lord
my
of the
neighborhood
Rings
is
game
now
for my
like
birthday. I
multiple
think it was like the Return of the
Cool,
King
right?
or the Two Towers or whatever. And I was checking my GameCube, like, booklet thingy, and the disc is gone. And since GameCube discs are so small, you know, there's no idea where it actually ended up. So, I mean,
yeah.
that's an incredibly rare game. I'm hoping it's inside the Wii that's down here. But, you know, I haven't seen it in some time.
It's up to us to help
And
the people who
when
can't
I
help
lose
themselves.
those GameCube discs, because they're so small, they can end up under the couch, they could, you know, get thrown out by accident, or they could end up behind furniture and you'll never know. So it's like, I'm kind of bummed that that's missing now, and I don't even know if the Return of the King GameCube game is a rare game, because you have to remember, I bought all these games, like the GameCube games, when they came out. So nothing was rare for me. I got them on release day, and I took good care of them. And I say I because Amber and I, the Wii was our first system as a married couple. The GameCube was my last system as what's known as a bachelor, but I wasn't a bachelor because I was engaged and I had a girlfriend. So I don't consider myself as a bachelor because I was technically spoken for, even though Amber hadn't put a ring on it yet. So. Whoops. But I kept my GameCube games in really good condition, and it was a bummer that Sonic Heroes didn't make it. And it looks like one of my other games is messed up too. Probably a game you guys don't care for, but Tasmanian Tiger 3 looks like it's in really bad shape. Which we've never done anything on that, and you know, cop is a problem these days, so. But the problem with disc stuff is disc stuff can get ruined. What's great about digital is digital, you know, outside of like corruption of data, it always works. Which is nice.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like digital games because they're like, oh, I prefer physical, but I mean, sometimes physical games don't work out. Ah! Well, at least I got a point. I totally forgot how to play Spider.
That's okay. He's kind of hard. Like, I was playing as him as bombastic Bagman
but today I'll make an exception.
and I don't know. It's like I swung. What is it?
How do I web sling again? Oh, I got it. There I am. Woohoo! Noob coming through.
You swing into action, swing out of danger.
I'm a whale. I don't know how to play very well, but I have cool skins.
Get in there.
I don't think there's anything.
Yeah. So unlike multiverses, my Marvel Rivals will be here for probably years. I don't see them shutting it down anytime soon. The game is super popular. I died fighting Thor. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry to my team. Oh, I got killed by Black Widow, or not Black Widow. Jeez. Sorry, fake Marvel fan. I got killed by Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm just glad I got to play something with you. We'll be playing the Casey Jones DLC tomorrow.
I thought we already played this.
No, you're thinking of the 2D game. I'm talking about the whatchamacallit.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
I'm talking about the Dead Cells not looter shooter. Dead Cells I just woke up. It's a roguelite. Yeah, that's it.
Behold
It's a roguelite.
the god of thunder!
I'm sorry, Loki, I'm trying. Ah! I got eaten by a shark! Holy crap, where am I?
I think I might switch to something
Ah!
else. I forgot how to confused.
I thought I could swing away as Spider-Man, unless he ate me. Like,
You can.
no, I think I got eaten now. Oh.
Back in the swing of things.
Oh, we lost.
I think I should have stayed as Loki.
No!
I think that would be too long. Luke would probably answer that on a late night stream, Marcus. It would be kind of an emotional response to.
Life is hard
we
sometimes,
usually answer
but at
personal
least maybe I can make it
relationship
easier for other
questions
people.
either on personal
Oh,
videos.
I know. Check out, if you want our story of how we met, go to, who is Kwingsletsplays? We did a Q&A 4 months ago.
Yeah.
There's a video for that. We were asked 25 questions by the community, and we made a 40-minute video. Every question that you probably have is in that video. I don't know how you can find it. I think you just say, who is Kwingsletsplays, and that's where the video would be.
Yeah.
But we did make a video, and we are due to make another Q&A soon, because we have like 100 comments on there. So we'll probably make another video one of these days.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I wish I was a good Spider-Man, but I'm not.
I think you're doing better than me.
I'm here in the thing! Ah!
I feel like I should get the
When did the GameCube first come out?
Gotta do better this time.
2001. PlayStation 2 was 2000.
Yours to capture now.
And the GameCube was in 2001. November of 2001.
Self-guided Spider-Man? Yikes! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
It's Spider time!
Could have used it for when it was important. Ah, I'm trying to hold the line. But I'm not doing fine. Thank you for healing me, whoever it was. Darkness? What is this? Darkness. No parents. Here comes Thor to ruin my day.
Yeah, here comes Thor to ruin Loki's day as well.
Michelangelo will give people a good wedding. Does Yuri play
Got
Michelangelo?
something to prove.
Is he Michelangelo in Splintered Fate, Max? 'Cause I love the voice acting in Splintered Fate. Yeah! Well, that didn't. Oh, it was killed by the cool-looking Moon Knight.
I gotta do
So the
better this
Fantastic
time.
Four trailer came out today. It looks interesting. So apparently the Fantastic Four are going to be people who were from a universe where it took place in the 1960s, and then they're going to end up in our MCU in the future sometime.
No, that is a weird cop-out.
It's interesting. I mean, it changes how they do the MCU.
There's gonna be another team of Captain America people.
I'm not a vengeful person.
Not necessarily.
Or frozen in ice.
No, they're not going to be frozen in ice. It's going to be a battle with Galactus, and their world is probably going to get destroyed.
Sure those are bad
And
guys.
we're going to end up seeing them
Stay away from that. Starts to hum.
in either Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars, and then they'll be incorporated to the MCU after that.
Well, creative.
Right. That's what... Because, I mean, the Fantastic Four didn't exist in the MCU, so how are they going to bring them in? Just like they're going to have to find a clever way of, including the X-Men in the MCU, because technically the X-Men don't even exist. Mutants don't exist in the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're going to have to find a way of doing it, so as long as they have a good writer, we'll see. But, it
Now
looks
I've
like
got
July is
something
going to be a superhero month. Because you've got the Superman movie, and then after that is Fantastic Four. Yeah, I mean those are the only two superhero movies I want to see this year. You know what it reminds me of when I was looking at the Fantastic Four trailer? It feels like it's like Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser.
I gotta do better this
A little bit, but it's got that aesthetic, but it does take place in the 60s. Okay. So, sorry we were rudely interrupted. So, I'll never forget this. When we were covering Marvel Ultimate Alliance, like, for the first time on the channel, we had a parent write us, like, it was probably like a 10 or 15, like, paragraphs in an email saying how dare we showcase swearing on our channel because Wolverine said, I think, the D word, and there was, like, a couple light swears between Wolverine and Nick Fury.
But how dare they? I didn't know that they funded our entire channel.
Right, they didn't, because we didn't have, like, fan funding back then. So, even back then, there were parents that accused us of being kid-friendly. And I even corrected them in the thing. I said, hey, we cover all kinds of new releases. If it's E-rated, great. But we also do T-rated games as well because we're gamers. Like, we have not set out. I said, you shouldn't tell your kid that we're kid-friendly. What you should tell your kid is that we're family-friendly. Like, we made a channel where people of all ages can sit and watch and not have to deal with all the swearing that's on YouTube. That's it. That was the only reason.
We just don't put F-bombs all over the place.
Exactly, yeah.
We don't talk about wildly inappropriate topics during Mario streams.
We were basically... The best way I can explain it is... You know how, like, with Christian music, there's known as alternative music? Like, there's, like, an Aerosmith band, and then you have a band that's a Christian band that's similar to Aerosmith. It's the same sound, and it's the same style of music, but the only difference is, like, the Christian lyrics are more, geared toward religious stuff, whereas the Aerosmith people, they're going to sing about more secular stuff. So Amber and I are the same in that regard. Like, we aren't going to go out of our way to do innuendo jokes and to, talk about, like, very intense topics or, like, big swear words or anything like that. We would be the alternative to whatever, very edgy Let's Player was around during that time. That's all it was.
Most likely before them.
We did predate a lot of people. Because you have to remember, when we came on the scene, YouTube was a plethora of people that dropped F-bombs every video, and they did all kinds of stuff.
Except we don't do Christian lyrics. We just play the game.
Do you know what I'm talking about by being an alternative?
I see what you're saying. It's like a clean version of this.
Right.
But I would just go a step further and say we're not really family friendly. We're business family. We're business friendly. Like, if you're in an office, you wouldn't be swearing at F-bombs at your boss. Because you're, filing paperwork and you're actually mailing it.
We're brand
That's just we are. We're just doing our job. We're being, we're just being reasonable. Like, it's, just because there's a bunch of crazy people online that swear every other word doesn't mean we're gonna randomly do that.
Yeah. Alright, next team.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so whoever gets the first invite. Where is Amber? I don't see Amber. There's Amber.
But even from the beginning, like Double Dragon Neon and everything, like all the
I love Double
all
Dragon
the games
Neon.
that we've played, even from the very beginning, have had like a little swearing in them and violence and smexy costumes. Like, there hasn't been anything that we've also, I really liked Skylanders because I like dragons.
Oh, Skylanders was a great game.
So that happened to be a game that was 100% clean, but we also played other games that, like Streets of Rage and stuff, that you wouldn't say is the same level of,
Did I do everybody? That's Slime King, Game Wing, you. Who was the last person I invited?
I don't know. I don't know who we did last. I don't know who you did last.
Ah, there's a... That's Jacob Orion, right? Yeah. We'll do Jacob Orion. There we go.
Okay, well... I don't know, because we don't do that kind of content unknown, so I don't know. I'm sorry that that's hurting some people, but... I don't want to... I can't talk about... You can ask somebody in the chat that, but I can't talk about this topic on the stream. Because it will imply that I'm doing that kind of content, which I'm not. So, I don't know. Sorry that some people are getting their unboxings flagged, but we don't do that kind of content. We cover video games.
Yeah, we already tagged our unboxing videos appropriately, so we already followed the law. So just about every unboxing video on YouTube has to be labeled MFK. Like, it's the law, because there's no wiggle room around toys. You can't. There's no gray area either.
You'll need a top-notch team.
Adult collectibles is one thing, but
I'm
I
your friendly
mean,
neighborhood Spider-Man. Only my neighborhood is now like
not gonna shame anybody.
Cool, right?
Wow.
Well, that's the only thing you could get away with, like monetizing that kind of stuff, and of course, then you're gonna have a very interesting audience come and watch those videos. We used to at United Thrive. Our unboxing videos are still on YouTube, but they had the comments removed, and you can't do any monetization or fan funding or anything on those. And they were probably, we had a playlist that had unboxings, but most likely they were stripped from the playlist. Because that's what happens when content's MFK. Like, YouTube just goes through and nukes everything.
Get ready.
We did about probably 30 unboxing videos over the course of like the last 15 years, something like that.
Good for you, old man. But age doesn't
We thought about doing stuff over on Instagram, but I just don't have an interest in doing it anymore. Because I don't want to wake the sleeping dragon that is Kappa. I just want to stay in my lane and do video games.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Linky! Linky's like, no. I'm swinging from a web. So anyway, I found the coolest thing on YouTube today by accident. Because I logged into my own one channel for the first time in a long time and had to do a community post because I got a message from YouTube saying, hey, you haven't been active on your channel for almost 2 months. They said you gotta do something. So I did a community post. But anyway, while I was on that search engine, because the search engine for the O1 channel is different than the Let's Play channel, I stumbled across Rock Star Wars. And what it is, it's AI, it looks really good too. It really looked like the characters were doing karaoke, but it's called like AI Rock Star Wars Opera or something like that. And it basically does Revenge of the Sith, like the final battle between Obi-Wan on Mustafar or whatever, and they're singing like 80s rock ballads while they're fighting each other, and it's so well done. I was amazed. I stumbled across that, and what's even more amazing is like the content creator who made that is he didn't change the dialogue between Obi-Wan and Anakin. He just had them sing it like it was an opera. But, it, you know, metal, and it was really cool. And then he also did one for Lord of the Rings. And I was like, wow, how come I've never seen anything like this before? And it's all AI, though. AI technology is changing so much, whereas before you see an AI video on YouTube, a person would have, like, 6 fingers, or maybe they'd have, like, 3 arms by accident. They'd be holding a microphone, and then you'd see 2 hands, like, somewhere else. Like, you could clearly tell it's AI. This new stuff, you can't really tell as well. And it was really cool. I was like, wow, I really wish this was a thing. If they were doing the opera.
Now I've got something to prove.
I am ready to put on a show.
Let's go. They're not letting us out of our base. That's mean.
Okay, thanks for putting the comment up there, Zach.
Double KO.
Yeah, I put a community post on my own one channel today, advertising our uploaded videos today. We want to try to get as many eyes on it as possible because it will help the views of the channel. And I think I did a pretty good job. Amber loved my video this morning. So.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I mean, the only thing I didn't agree with was that there were some characters they put in that I had never heard of that I did think looked cool. But yeah, I understand what you were saying. You weren't saying those characters didn't look cool, but what you were saying is nobody knew who they were, so you weren't going to sell as most. Like, maybe you'd get some people that would check the character out just because they're fans of the game, but most people wouldn't spend $20 to buy a character unless they actually had heard of the character before. Whereas for me, I'm like super fan of
This
it.
dude's health isn't going away.
Put some pep in my step.
I mean, I get the Hulk is strong
Yeah,
and
I think
everything,
maybe,
but
like, he's-
I think he's using a health block or whatever. 'Cause I wailed on that dude and he didn't die. I even used my super on him, he didn't die.
Only 60 seconds left.
Oh, these guys got us pinned, man.
Your dog is suffering.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, well, I mean, when I was doing the video, I never said that the characters were bad. What I said is,
Yeah,
I was
they weren't
trying...
as like they could have made better choices that more people knew.
It all comes down to... My video was from a marketing point of view, like explaining that if you had characters like Daffy Duck and Lola
Oh, yeah, I
Bunny
agree.
earlier and all this other
I do
stuff,
think Lola Bunny and Daffy Duck were favorites people were waiting for.
when you use obscure characters and then still expect people to buy them, and like just for Nubia's point of view, like Nubia's a character that her skins were like 2,500 to almost 3,000.
So they were very expensive.
They're very expensive and nobody knows who the character is, and also very few people played her online. She
Yeah.
just wasn't a character that is going to move stuff. It's basically like, do you remember how there were some Disney Infinity characters that they released that no one really cared
Yeah,
for?
I remember the one that didn't sell was Ronan the Accuser.
Ronan and Hulk didn't sell.
Yeah, they really made a whole bunch of that character, and then nobody bought it, and that's what part of the reason that.
There is a warehouse somewhere in California that's still full of Ronan the Accuser that they never were able to move merchandise for.
Yeah, because he's such an unlikable character. Nobody likes him.
Right, but what they were trying to do is, like, from Disney's point of view, they were making a character that was appearing in movies at the time. So they were trying to capitalize on, hey, this is a character, this is the villain from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And nobody got Yondu either. Nobody wanted Yondu.
Yeah, no one wanted Yondu, no one wanted Ronan. Exactly. And
the-
there were some people as part of that new Star Wars like thing with the people that were painting stuff, the Mandalorian people from the
Nope,
new...
it wasn't Mandalorian.
Oh,
Star Wars Rivals.
yeah.
Rebels.
Whatever it was. Yeah, Star Wars Rebels. Those characters weren't selling either.
No.
Kane and somebody else. Like, nobody
Right.
even knew who those people were. Yep, exactly. And they made too many characters that people didn't know who they were.
So basically what happens is when you get into this business and you use characters that people aren't going to spend money on, like you start, especially like with a live service model or any type of like game where you have to pay microtransactions, costumes and all this other stuff, because while it's a free-to-play game, how these companies make their money is you paying for the new characters and you buying the skins.
Yeah, they should have been focusing on selling more of the original Star Wars trilogy and actual characters people want to see.
I was talking about multiverses.
Well, yeah.
So there were characters in multiverses that people never bought and they didn't care for, outside of the free ones that would rotate. And it wasn't just Nubia. Like, people really didn't buy Marceline. People didn't buy some of the Stevenverse characters.
Yeah, like I would have rather had Princess Bubblegum or Flame Princess if you were going to have a girl character from...
Well, they already had a lot of Adventure Time rep between, you know, Finn and Jake.
Yeah.
People had been begging for more Looney Tunes characters like Daffy Duck and Lola Bunny. I saw some people talking about, but I didn't really hear a lot about Lola, like even in 2022. Like in 2022, people were talking about Daffy Duck. It'd be great if you already have Bugs, you have to have Daffy.
The Dodgers.
Right. So the reason why they were working on Lola, though, is because Lola appeared in the recent Space Jam movie.
Yeah.
So Lola was approved along with Bugs and the basketball player guy,
yeah, LeBron.
LeBron James. They were approved to be used in multiverses. But, you know, Daffy supposedly was coming, but they kept pushing Daffy more and more and more.
Yeah, even though he's like one of the most popular characters.
So what happened was, basically, from a business point of view,
I'm ready to put on
you have a core group of people that play the game, but that's not enough to keep the game going, because a lot of those people are free-to-play experts, so they're going to find ways of milking out every cent in the game that they've saved so they don't have to pay any money. And then when you
Yeah.
release these new characters that people aren't paying $20 for,
Yeah.
that's it.
They should have made. I mean, since it's free to play, they should have made it harder for people to play the game for free. Because a lot of people are just playing the riffs over and over again to get it.
And Beetlejuice did terribly. Like,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice was a popular character, but his movie bombed. And when his movie bombed, sales for Beetlejuice basically dried up because nobody really wanted to play as him. It was like, I saw Michael Keaton in the new movie. He was great, but the new movie sucked.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same problem that Michael's having with The Flash. He was great in The Flash, but the Flash movie wasn't very good.
Right.
You know, one actor can't save or basically steer the ship away from an iceberg by themselves. You need a whole, like, cast of characters.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
If it's an ensemble movie, you need more than just one person to make sure that the movie succeeds. And the problem with the lull periods, especially over the summer, like if Lola Bunny would have been announced right around like the same time as Raven, or even like Agent Smith or something like that, because there was no Looney Tunes representation, really. You know, Marvin the Martian came out in 2022, and Taz and all those other guys. So they went a very long time without a new Looney Tunes character, and Looney Tunes is very, very popular.
Yeah, like like a lot of people like playing Marvin and Taz.
Mm-hmm.
Like they should have added more of the classic Looney Tunes characters that people like. Like who doesn't like Marv the Martian, Tasmanian Devil, Bugs Bunny? Like you were saying, like about how many people know them. Like not even everyone even knows Harry Potter. A lot of people have never watched the Harry Potter movies or books. So I mean, you can't necessarily be like everyone's a Harry Potter fan because they're not. But most people are a Bugs Bunny fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like
exactly.
so, like it's actually better. It would more people know who Daffy Duck is than Harry Potter.
Like, I hate to tell people this, but the reason why Marvel Rivals is so successful is not just because it has great gameplay. There are really cool skins that fans want, and they pay through the teeth to get. And they are paying a lot for these skins, but these microtransactions in Marvel Rivals is how, you know, NetEase or whatever the name of the company is making bank. And they're not giving us really crappy costumes like Marvel or Multiverses was.
Yeah. Also, they give us a lot of choices. Like they go boom, 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 boom. Here's a whole bunch of costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can save up and think about one that you really want.
Exactly. You go to the online store and you see something. You're like, oh, I really want to buy this skin. But then it's like, oh my gosh, that looks like a really cool skin, but I only have enough for this amount. Then you end up saving your money, and later you come back and you buy it.
Whereas Multiverses, you have to wait for 6 months for them to release something you actually would like, instead of
Every
like,
2.5 months.
Yeah, so it's like instead of this game where they keep putting new things in the item shop, so then you have a lot of options. There's
Multiverse's problem was when they did those events, and they did those special like things like Magical School or Demon Realm or Halloween or whatever. They made it impossible to get the skins, and on top of that, like, they didn't really give people a reason to buy the stuff. It didn't look interesting. If fans wanted more of, Blackest Night zombies, or they wanted... So many people were asking for 1940 Superman, because you had Batman the Animated Series, and you didn't have animated Superman, and fans voted
the skins
for the 40 Superman
the
serial.
costumes I actually liked on Multiverses was the beach costumes, which I thought were cute. The Blackest Night costumes were cool because it's actually from the comics.
It's from the comics, yep.
You know, just the alternate, like, other world comic book skins, you know, like you said. Bruce Wayne in his actual thing, and then, like, his coat. That was cool, and just alternate Earth Wonder Woman. So, yeah, like, I think... Yeah.
We'll use Spider-Man as a core example. Go to Spidey's Cosmetics. He has a lot of suits that if you play Spider-Man, and let's say you can't even afford a lot, right? You can only afford to maybe buy one skin like every 6 months. As a Spider-Man fan, you have so many options. You've got the advanced suit from probably your favorite Spider-Man game. Not Spider-Man 2, but, you know, Insomniac Spider-Man. Then you have MCU Spider-Man. You know, Tom Holland, right there. Some people like Bagman, I don't.
He is cute.
But then you have Scarlet Spider. His base model is actually cool. And so what happens is people go and they see this stuff and they're like, wow, really, this is cool. And the thing is, every 4 weeks, I believe, about 4 weeks, this thing updates with new stuff. Like right now they've got, you know, because it's a Chinese company, they've got Chinese New Year stuff. So now you've got Jade, Emperor, you know, Doctor Strange, basically. Yep. Whereas Multiverses, the problem with Multiverses was, once in a while, like Amber said, they did a cool theme, like beach or like winter or something like that. That's fine. But the problem is they kept doing these weird themes that no one paid money for. Icicle.
Yeah, the one with the
Matrix.
With the glowing people that was like a black light on everyone with glowing...
Day of the Dead.
With glowing colors and Day of the Dead stuff. Those weren't... Like, Halloween would be more... People know that more than Day of the Dead.
The Halloween skins did sell, though. Because you had, like, the characters cosplaying as other people.
They should have done more with that.
But what the sad thing is with Multiverses right now is in their new season pass, they actually have comic book skins for, like, you know, this final season or whatever.
It's finally... They're finally giving people what they want on their way out, which is sad.
If they gave us 40 Superman, which fans voted for... And they gave us Lola Bunny earlier. They gave us Daffy. They gave us a representative from Marvel, or a representative from Harry Potter, like either Snape or Dumbledore, or, you know, Hermione or whatever.
You could do the Hagrid, the big giant guy.
You could have done anybody. Like if they say, "Hey, you can't use Harry Potter," that's fine. There's other alternatives that they could do. You know, just like. When people go to make a Batman game, sometimes Warner Brothers is like, we don't want you to use this character. Here's a group of characters you can use. You're allowed to do this.
People wanted to see all the Teen Titans in Multiverses.
Yep, people wanted Robin. People wanted a bunch of stuff that they didn't get. Exactly.
Like, the Teen Titans are super popular.
And, you know, had they listened to the community, maybe they wouldn't be in the dire straits that they are. You know, that's kind of... Did I not invite you?
Nope.
I thought I sent you an invite. There you are. Okay. But the problem is, when you make these community games, you have to listen to what the community is saying, because they're the people that are going to buy your game. They're going to buy your DLC. If you basically ostracize your core audience, that would be like them releasing a ton of skins in this that people aren't interested in buying, like in Marvel Rivals. And then the company being like, well, you know, if they actually would have bought what we put out there for them, it's like, you have to make the product look interesting enough for people to continue to drop money in. That's why Fortnite is successful, is Fortnite continues to add things that people want to play in their Fortnite game. And with the Lego expansion, you know, now they get to play a majority of their characters that they bought as Legos in a completely different setting. You know, it's still like, hey, I paid for the skin, but now I can use the skin in the Lego world, which is different than the regular Fortnite.
Well, I'll say one thing. The multiverse is dying. There's only one good thing I can think that's coming out of it.
Smash Brothers is probably coming back.
Well, no, my best thing coming out of it is that Rain Dog will not be a household name. I hope that character will die with the game.
He's a comic book character now.
Never mind.
Yeah, they had a whole Multiverses comic book, so technically he's a part of DC, if you think about it. There are so many skin opportunities that Multiverses missed out. I think I need to do a video explaining what people wanted with Multiverses. If
like,
this,
what skins did people want?
If
Exactly.
if this video does well, and by well I mean if it gets like 5,000 views, in like a few days I'll do a follow-up of like what people wanted in Multiverses. Right now we're at 2,000 views for the Multiverses video.
Rain Dog will disappear and never return, hopefully, says Garrett. That's my only hope.
I mean, that would be great.
That's what I'm hoping, because, like, honestly, Rain Dog made me uncomfortable.
Rain Dog made everyone uncomfortable.
It made me uncomfortable. Like, if I met Rain Dog in a dark alley, I would, like, burn Rain Dog with a blowtorch because I would be afraid of him. Because he is terrifying that it's like a mutant animal.
All the difference.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the reason why, you know, Fortnite is so successful, is because they see what people like And even though their game is ridiculous and they run around shooting people, they managed to get Dragon Ball, Naruto, DC characters, Marvel characters, video game legends,
I don't know.
celebrities.
My personal opinion is, like, for instance, like this game, like, no offense, but I didn't know who Luna Snow is. Hardly anyone did.
She's a very obscure, like, comic book character.
They added Luna Snow into the game, but they also had tons of other characters also.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, if they were going to add unknown comic book characters or less known, they should have also been adding a lot of other characters at the same time that people did know. I think that would have balanced it out.
I'm just gonna, like, address the elephant in the room. Like, because Nubia is a character that nobody really knew about, and they had a huge missed opportunity because of, like, some of the things that companies do, like on special months. Nubia should have released in February as part of Black History Month. I think that she would have sold a lot better, and I think that more people probably would have gotten her because it was a February character. And then Lola or somebody else should have taken her slot in the fall, and I guarantee you Multiverses would still be around.
I think they should have released Nubia plus a lot of other characters at the same time.
I would have done Nubia and Jon Stewart, or like Nubia and...
I would have done Nubia with like an Amazon pack of like other Amazon people, but I don't know who else would be there.
I think... Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, like, I think that I do like how her character looks. I think she looks really cute. But, like, people just... She's like Luna Snow in this game. Like, people just didn't know her as well. That's how I feel about it.
Well, maybe you could... I don't think you could get... I was just thinking... They do have mature stuff in Multiverses. I was just thinking, heck, it's like, for Black History Month, you could have had Nubia, and you could have a character from the Boondocks. For Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's Warner Brothers?
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't have them, like, drop, like, their regular swear words, because the Rick and Morty characters cuss all the time. But they basically nerfed their language. I'm saying... For what they could have done, if they were doing like a Black History Month, like, you know, thing, it could have been Nubia representing DC and then representing Cartoon Network, a character from the Boondocks. I think that would have sold like hotcakes for February.
I don't know, it's possible. Yeah.
I should have been marketing.
I just think they should have had Daffy Duck like on season 2 because it's
Daffy Duck
stupid.
should have been in the summer because there were
Like,
so many people asking about Daffy.
I was asking for him from the beginning. Like, I just don't even understand how he could have waited this long for Daffy.
I still need you.
Frustrating. And I even saw some people saying, even today in the stream, like, I actually, there's some people who prefer Daffy over Bugs Bunny.
Oh, of course. I'm
Like,
more of a
that's
Daffy
how-
Duck fan
that's
than I am
how-
Bugs
that's
Bunny.
how popular he is. It's like, I don't understand why they wouldn't have had him in the game earlier. He was my #1 pick from day one. People were like, oh, I wonder what kind of characters are going to come. I was like, oh, I hope Daffy. And then they never put him in. I would have preferred Daffy over Lola Bunny, to be completely honest. I really wanted to see Daffy. Whatever.
Daffy Duck with Duck Dodger skin, yeah.
Now I've got something to prove.
I don't know what Black Dynamite is. I'm sorry. I don't have Cartoon Network anymore. I remember the Boondocks. But I mean, I'm just throwing it out here. Like, even though Nubia was planned, she's not a well-known character. Like, if they really wanted to add representation in the game, they should have done Vixen, because most people know who Vixen is.
Yeah, because people who watch, well, for me...
People have known who Vixen is for 25 years.
And also the, well, comic book character, she's been in Injustice, but also, I just remember her from Justice League.
Well, most of the people who bought the game are fans of, like, the Timverse. She was a very popular Timverse character in JLU.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, instead of going with...
Also, she would have really cool animal moves.
Exactly, yeah. Because people are clamoring, oh, we want Beast Boy. It's like, get Vixen. Vixen has the ability to use, like, and then they don't have to break the bank on, like, all the different, like, metamorphosis of the characters, because you just put, like, a animal outline for Vixen's moves, and boom, you're done.
I think there was a lot. I think there was several. I mean, I think you probably could have gotten rid of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 characters from Multiverses and replaced them with more popular ones. Rain Dog comes to mind.
Yeah. Rain
I'm
Dog.
not a huge. I know a lot of people are fans of Steven Universe, but I'm not a Steven Universe fan. But I get that people are Steven Universe fan, but I'm not a huge Marceline fan, and I would have put Flame Princess in there instead.
Well, Steven Universe wasn't really popular anymore. Like, just having Steven in there was fine, but trying to add more Steven Universe characters, like,
I think
just didn't work.
Adding somebody from, because of the whole, like, thing where they're, you know, they did the Wicked musical and everything. Like, I think doing the Wizard of Oz thing was, was interesting.
They were planning on bringing Wicked Witch in.
I think that was a great idea.
There's audio.
Like, that's actually a good idea, I think.
There's audio for the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
With her talking to Batman and Raven, and she's saying stuff like, "Take that, my pretty," and, you know, "I'll defeat you and your Azarath too." You know, so she was actually in the game.
If I was redoing Multiverses, I would have brought in, like, several people from the Justice League, and several people from the Teen Titans.
You
and then
needed
several Warner Brothers.
Well, yeah, DC characters sell, but also there are high-profile Warner Brothers characters that they gave the shaft. That they said things like, "Well, these characters are too old." Like when people were playing Dexter's Labs stage and his boss,
yeah.
they were like, "Why in the?" I heard so many people who came to my stream. They're like, "Why is Dexter not in this?" And they're like, "Well, they're saying Dexter's too old."
I think that more people would have been excited about Dexter than I don't want to be mean, but I mean I'm not trying to be mean, but like I think a lot of people are playing the game for nostalgia. I think more, like for me, I'm more aware of Dexter than Steven Universe. I don't really watch a lot of cartoons anymore, but when I did not watch Steven Universe. I watched Dexter.
You watched Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls, which all that stuff, like the thing is, I'm even using my streams for example. Like, when we streamed Multiverses, both Marceline and Nubia barely got 1,000 views. Like, it was almost a 3-hour stream, and it took a day or two. When I looked at a popular character like Joker's, like Christmas with the Joker sweater, during that stream, I crossed over to 1,000 views in the first hour and 30 minutes. Like, no problem. Because Joker was a popular character, and it was a cool costume that people wanted to see. When it's a character that, you know, was new to the season pass or whatever, and people weren't interested in asking questions like, who is this or why is this character here, they didn't stick around to watch. And then I had to work harder to try to get, you know, the stream to do better. I had to try to make it interesting when I didn't even know who the character was. I didn't know who Nubia was.
Instead of Banana Guard, like, Banana Guard was a troll character.
Yes, he was.
I would have put in Ice King or somebody that people actually thought was fun or liked. I think Ice King would have done better than Banana Guard.
I think Ice King with his humor and stuff like that would have killed. I think that, you know, because Rick and Morty were kind of funny, but you could tell they dialed them back a lot because their show is very profane. Like, it is. But the Ice King is a hilarious villain, you know, that a lot of people like. And I think that his interactions with the characters in Multiverses would have slayed. Like, it would have been super funny. And more people probably would have been invested in him than some of the other characters.
Yep.
That's what I believe. Not doing well at all. Ah!
Yeah, I mean, they brought the two most popular the two main characters from Adventure Time, Finn and Jake. But yeah, if they were gonna bring somebody else, it definitely wouldn't be Banana Guard. Just a random guard. What? What were they thinking?
I don't know what they were thinking. But you have to remember, a lot of these executives, when they do certain things to try to appease, like, certain people. And unfortunately, what they're learning now is 2024 was a harsh lesson that you can't necessarily make whatever you want and, you know, do other things and expect, like, it actually to work in a business sense anymore, because it's not going to anymore. Like, you have to make sure that your core audience is happy, thriving, and continuing to buy. And releasing characters that nobody really wants and skins that nobody cares about, they lost so much money. And I understand what they were trying to do. By doing those mini seasons where they would have, okay, everyone has a Matrix skin, or everyone has a Icicle skin, or everyone has like a Day of the Dead skin. I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to pump content into the game. The problem is the content that they were pumping in, no one wanted to support it.
Yeah, it's like you take, and also you're wasting time designing. You have to design every single one of those Day of the Dead characters.
Mm-hmm.
When you could be spending your time designing something that someone's actually gonna buy. Like when I spend my day making a thumbnail for a stream that no one watches, it's just a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. It's like you have to hire someone to draw Day of the Dead Taz, Day of the Dead whatever. And if nobody buys Day of the Dead Taz, you literally just spent time and money making an artist draw that, and then they got paid, and you didn't get paid back because nobody bought it.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been way better if you had made more goofy things of Taz. Alien Planet Taz with Marvin the Martian. I mean, something that is fun. Like, not Day of the Dead, not, Halloween. They should have had more Halloween skins. That was selling. Goofy Christmas skins. Not everybody had a Christmas. They should have done with the main, holidays that people
Believe it or not, Stripe and Gizmo and Jason are actually popular characters in multiverses in terms of sales. Like, those are nostalgic characters that people have an affinity for. A lot of 80s and 90s kids grew up with the Gremlins, and the reason why the Gremlins were even added into multiverses to begin with is there's a new Gremlins movie that's coming out. Like, it's been in development for years, but it's going to release, in 2026 or 2027. So they were trying to capitalize on the nostalgia of the Gremlins. A lot of people, Amber and my age and younger, people in their 30s and stuff, remember the Gremlins, and they still have a love for that.
I mean,
and they were the people who were playing multiverses.
I remember the Gremlins only because I had to watch it when we were playing Lego Dimensions, but I didn't really watch it growing up, but I have seen it now, but I prefer Gizmo over Stripe. I don't really like Stripe, but if I had grown up with Stripe, yeah, I think.
But the thing is, even though we were the ones supporting it, people our age and older and younger, people 30s, 40s, they said some pretty, nasty things about us, some employees that, not us, Amber, our generation, saying things like people don't know who Dexter is anymore, and no one would,
so
do
they
any of
tried
that.
to say the audience didn't know who Dexter is, even though everyone does know who
Right,
Dexter
so they were doing newer Cartoon Network characters, but at the same time, Dexter's popularity transcends most of these characters.
They weren't really in touch with the audience of the people buying the game. Most people, they should have polled people and been like, who do you like, better? For me, I don't really watch Rick and Morty, so I would have preferred Dexter over them. But
Rick and Morty had a very big run on Adult Swim, so you had a couple Adult Swim characters.
A lot of these new cartoon shows I don't know, but I do know Dexter.
Right, but the Powerpuff Girls was a very successful edition. During the summer, they made a lot of money on that. A lot of people bought the Powerpuff Girls. When I was playing online with people, the first week, even the first month that Powerpuff Girls came out, I fought, in a 2-hour live stream, probably fought 10 Powerpuff Girl players.
Oh, wow.
When I did the Nubia stream, I came across, in that entire month, 3 Nubia players.
Yeah.
In that entire month. When I did the Nubia showcase, I was the only one playing Nubia day one.
And when they have a new character, you have to spend $20 to buy it, right?
But here's the thing, when Raven came out,
every
Raven player that you could think of that night, when
everyone was
playing as Raven because they bought Raven.
If it was me, I would have done I don't know. I would have done I would have had Vixen. I would have had we already had Batman, Wonder Woman, and whatever. But I would have added we should have had Green Lantern, Aquaman. Now they're finally bringing Aquaman, and they should have had a few more Teen Titans: Cyborg, Robin, Starfire, whatever. Eventually they should have had at least 4 Teen Titans and 4 Justice League members.
If they wanted a popular female character that would have made money, then they should have either done Jessica Cruz or Vixen. Because if you go back and even in my video that I posted today, there is a in one of the trailers, either from 2022 or 2024, when they're fighting on the battlefield, there is a Green Lantern on the ground.
Oh yeah.
So they were teasing that a lantern was coming to the
Well,
game.
Think about when we did Injustice Vixen. We actually had a lot of requests for her
Yep.
when they came out with the skin for Vixen in Injustice. So that means a lot of people know who she is and were like requesting her.
Well, that's because she was well known over the past 20 years.
You know.
A very few obscure people know who Nubia is. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. You have, like, not even 1% of comic book fans know who Nubia is. She's
Well,
just not well
I don't
known.
know who Luna. I mean, I still don't know who Luna Snow is. But
I have no
I just
idea
know
who
she's
Luna
in
Snow
this
is.
game.
Yeah. Luna Snow apparently had a comic book in Marvel years ago, but, like, when they were putting this game together, they wanted a certain character to be, like, one of their kind of, like, this is where you can play this character exclusive, and then people are like, who's Luna Snow? And then you can go up and find
she's
her
an interesting ice character.
obscure character
Yeah.
comics.
Like, I mean, also, I was just thinking, like, they didn't, I mean, they haven't even brought in a lot of villains into multiverses. They could have had all kinds of DC villains. DC is known for having crazy villains. You could have Clayface or something weird in there. I don't know.
The problem is if you make characters too obscure or, like, too difficult to make, I mean, that also, like, Clayface would really mess up the budget. Beast Boy would mess up the budget. But like I was saying with Vixen calls on animal spirits to do her dirty work, but it's like an outline. It's like almost like she's exactly the same as the Green Lantern. She uses, like, constructs to fight.
I see what you're saying.
Or, in a sense, maybe the constructs that we're seeing is just her channeling that spirit, and her body just becomes enhanced.
Yeah.
But when she's using her powers in the animated show, you saw the constructs, though.
Yeah, I always remember seeing
So,
it, yeah.
if you were doing Vixen,
The
instead
animal.
of, like, having to worry about animating someone like Beast Boy who transforms into a gorilla and a rhino and stuff like that, you could have had Vixen do her basic attacks, and then when she would attack people, it would show a construct of, like, a gorilla
each
or
of
a
the
rhino.
It would be
things
like,
like that.
instead of a whoosh,
Elephant.
instead of a whoosh attack thing, it would have just been an elephant coming at you.
Right. And people would probably be more on board for supporting Vixen because they know who she is. There are actually comic book fans that, like, not even a small percentage, because she appeared in multiple media over the past 25 years. She was on the CW. She was in Cartoon Network stuff.
Okay.
She was in comic books. She's been in video games.
Yeah.
Nubia, this is her first appearance in a video game multiverses.
Okay.
I'm just saying. From a marketing standpoint,
Okay.
it was suicide to include her.
Alright. Thank you. Alright, so I wonder who we're playing as next.
This is Team 4. We brought Jotaro. We'll do Cosmic this time. It does an art. I don't know who that is. But I'll accept you. And
I'm just glad that Rain Dog is dead.
Rain Dog is dead. Rain Dog can't hurt anybody anymore.
That should be what someone makes a video about.
Cosmic.
Rain Dog can't hurt you anymore. He's dead.
Rain Dog is gone. Rain Dog can't hurt anyone anymore. He's gone. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Halle Berry as Vixen. That would have been interesting. Although Halle Berry will always be Storm for me.
Halle Berry is Storm. Storm was cool. Well, I mean, Halle Berry did bring her to life on the silver screen,
Pick your
but
hero.
Storm was cool
Villain,
even
I'm not
before that.
judging.
Storm was always cool.
Is Rain Dog really the reason it's dying? No.
No.
We're teasing Rain Dog.
I'm
I
your
don't like
friendly
Rain Dog.
neighborhood Spider-Man.
He's scary,
Only my
though,
neighborhood
because
is now
he's
like
a dog with
multiple
antlers.
realities. Cool,
It's
right?
terrifying. It's not right. It's like
Rain Dog is I just don't like him.
an abomination.
I did call him Abomination Dog sometimes, yeah.
He's a mutant. He's a mutated freak between a reindeer and a dog. Something that somebody made in a lab.
But you see,
It's
yesterday,
disturbing.
Amber, you had stuff that was over 2,000. Look how
Life
they
is hard
readjusted
sometimes,
everything.
but at least maybe I can make it easier for other people.
Sorry, I don't know why they did that.
I don't know.
Say, Doc,
You like Rain Dog because
where'd
he's
you
a
learn all those
freak.
tricks?
Exactly. I'm the master of
Rain Dog is one with the outsiders.
Come on, were you bitten by a radioactive wizard?
Sure, why not?
Somebody's flexing Black Widow.
Meditation.
Oh, there's the new Black Widow costume.
Yep.
4,
That's
3,
cosmic.
2,
I want to get a little blue face on this
All you need to
Loki.
do is capture the
Play as
mission area.
blue face
Got it?
Loki.
Blue face Loki.
Yeah, I want to play as Frost Giant Loki.
Taken out.
But yeah, I don't think we have to worry about Marvel Rivals disappearing for years. I think that, especially, I have a feeling that The Thing and, like, Johnny are coming, like, probably in the next couple months, like, to hype up the movie. And, you know, right now they just gave us the 2 newest characters, which was Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic, right? And then, at the same time, they release new skins that people actually want. As well as, I'm sure people are buying the Chinese New Year skins, because they look cool.
Yeah, they made them look cool, like, instead of... I feel like the Day of the Dead skins, a lot of them were a cop-out because...
They just
They
drew
just
weird
had their
faces on them.
regular characters, and then they just had a weird face.
Yeah.
Like, even that one Jason Bourne's mask skins were kind of lame.
Yeah, the masks were super lazy. We got campers.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like a lot of the skins were like lazy. That's exactly what it was.
Guys, we got campers.
I'm not a vengeful person, but today I'll make an exception.
No.
Render me assistance.
Odin spear.
Ah. There's a rumor that Carnage will be coming to the game. Well, there's more revenue for Marvel then, because Carnage is a very popular Spider-Man villain. And then think of all the different variant skins they're going to have based on different, you know, Elseworlds or variant things for Carnage, stuff like that. So they're going to make a ton of money. As long as they bring in characters that people want to actually think are cool and pay money for, they'll still stay in business, like, and, you know, most importantly, they'll make bank. Think of how much they actually do with Spider-Man. Like, if they brought Black Cat into this game, and they incorporated, like, some of her, like, costumes from the comics, tons of people would buy that. Just true. Just like people are still talking about Sue Richards' like evil variant, and it came out like a month or 2 ago. It's still like there's fan art all over Twitter for it, and people are constantly talking about her, drawing her on thumbnails when they do their multiverses videos, all kinds of stuff. Or Marvel versus.
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals, not Marvel versus.
It's okay. Look
I'm
at
not a vengeful person,
I got it
but
confused.
today I'll make an exception.
It's because both of them start with M. I think. Also, we play both. Who's another cool Marvel character that they could throw in this game that would probably make them a lot of money? Black Cat, Carnage. Ooh, Green Goblin. These are all Spider-Man villains, but I think Green Goblin would be fun, especially if he's riding around on his Goblin glider. You could have variants of him as Hobgoblin, and you could have different versions of him, and then you could get Mark Hamill to voice him.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill played the Hobgoblin in the 90s.
Okay.
He was a Fox Kids actor, so he did a lot of Fox Kids shows. 1992 through 1997. He appeared in a lot of stuff, as well as he became a Cartoon Network voice actor from 1998 until 2004. The only problem with Mark is a lot like Jack Black. He only has one type of villain voice that he does over and over and over and over and over again. Even his Chucky, if you went to the, saw the new Chucky movie, he sounds like the Joker.
They are in front.
He just has he's a one-trick pony.
He does one villain voice and he sticks with that.
I mean, it's a very cool villain voice, but Hobgoblin, Joker, Chucky, a lot of those other like villain characters he's done, even that villain from that monkey anime that he did on Cartoon Network, and his Skeletor sounds like Joker. Ooh, Juggernaut would be interesting. Yeah, Need some more X-Men characters. We don't have Cyclops in this yet. Cyclops would be
30 seconds
great.
before you attack.
Cyclops has a lot of interesting character skins that he's had from different, like, variant Earths. They could make a lot of money on Cyclops.
You should make a movie, or you should make a video about who
Not as long as you
like
keep
we
that
think
big,
should
nasty tongue of
be
yours
added to
far
Marvel
away.
Rivals.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, like, I mean, over Cyclops, I would want.
The battle starts
I
in
would
5,
want the guy who's made out of
3,
steel.
2,
Colossus?
1.
Oh,
Yeah.
All you need to do is
I
capture the
think
mission
if they
area.
gave him a cool
Got it?
Russian accent, I think it would be really cool.
The only reason they haven't added a lot of X-Men characters is because X-Men's not as popular as it used to be. It's starting to. And probably sometime this year we'll get some more X-Men reps because the second season of the X-Men 97 show is going to come back. And X-Men 97 like really did well on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
It did.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
I died.
Capture
I
now.
got one person.
Don't mess
And
with the
then
amazing
Cloak and Dagger got me.
Spider-Man!
Cloak got me. Wait, I didn't kill anybody. Their Psylocke survived too. That's not fair. I thought I at least killed somebody. Yes, X-Men used to be more popular than the Avengers. That's true. From the 80s all the way until the 90s, X-Men was more popular than the Avengers. Avengers was not a very well-known superhero team outside of, like, comic books. Their TV shows never succeeded. They had several Avengers cartoons in the 90s. All of them failed. X-Men went on for 4 seasons. X-Men had lots of video games. X-Men had movies that came out in the late 90s that people liked. And then they had multiple cartoon shows. Basically, like, just as Batman was so successful in the 90s, like you had the 1992 Batman the Animated Series, then they did the Superman-Batman team-up show in 1997, then they did Batman Beyond in 1999. X-Men also was super successful. X-Men went from, like, 92 until 1997 when the show got canceled, and then a couple years after that, not long after that, was the re-release or the relaunch of the X-Men brand known as X-Men Evolution, which was a kids WB show where they basically reimagined most of the principal X-Men characters as kind of like an X-Men First Class scenario, where you had some of the principal 90s X-Men people came back, Wolverine and Storm, and Iceman and a couple other characters, and they were adults. They were the teachers. And then the teenagers, instead of it being Jubilee, the teenagers were Shadowcat, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast. Oh wait, no, Beast was older. Jean, Rogue, Gambit, Shadowcat, some guy named Spike, I think was his name. Nightcrawler, Colossus, and a few others. So you had these teenagers, and what was different is you had the teachers being Wolverine and Storm and Iceman and Professor X, and it's like they changed the ages of some of the characters, and they reimagined it in a way that worked, and people really loved the X-Men Evolution show, and that kept the X-Men brand going. And then the next show in the line of X-Men animated series was known as Nickelodeon's Wolverine and the X-Men, which lasted 2 seasons. But the thing is, X-Men continued to grow in popularity because of the movies, because of the cartoons, because of the video games, and they were a constant in gamer and like comic books fans' consciousness for 20 plus years.
Get ready.
And then when the Avengers came out in the MCU, now it was finally time for the Avengers to shine, and they started to do really good with Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which came out in 2011, I think.
Really, Eddie?
And then the Avengers have been doing nothing but good things for the most part in other types of media, except for video games.
I agree, Miss Deanna. Storm is awesome. I need to play more Storm to show her off, but I'm mainly a healer right now.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I don't know what you guys were talking about Storm, but I agree. Every time I see Storm is awesome, I'm like, yeah, she is my favorite character in this.
Yep, and Storm was kind of like the leader of the X-Men in X-Men Evolution, because she was older. She was an adult, and she was the teacher of, like, the homeroom teacher of the X-Men.
Yeah, she's like a homeroom teacher, basically.
I loved X-Men Evolution. It was a tweak of what people were so accustomed to. And what they did is they took the successful X-Men First Class story from the 60s, and they just reimagined that for modern times. And they brought in other younger X-Men members that were never teenagers at the same time as Cyclops and Jean and some of those other characters. And they just threw them all together. And they also made the Brotherhood of Mutants teenagers, too. So it was a concept that could have failed for them, but they pulled it off.
Jalen had a question if one of us fell asleep during one of the Avengers movies in the theater. Pretty sure it was me, not Luke, Jalen.
Probably Amber. The Avengers movies were kind of boring.
Luke's never... I don't think Luke's ever fallen asleep in the movie theater.
I've fallen asleep to an anime once, but I have to be up like all night to fall asleep watching an anime. And that just because I'm super exhausted.
I gotta do better this
I
time.
gotta do better this time.
You're not just gonna let us stay? Sheesh.
Yeah, but I'm not very good at Marvel Rivals, but I'm so happy that it was not handled by a Western studio, and that they continue to delight and surprise their audience. Like they're actually going out of their way not only to give the community what they want, but they're continuing to make money based on their microtransactions of things people actually want to pay for.
I gotta do better this time.
Yeah,
it's a fun game.
I think it helps the sadness of multiverses being gone playing this game, because at least we don't have that game, but at least we have this one. So.
That's him there.
Thank you.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Oh, I forgot that was you up there.
I'm Spidey. I haven't really been helping my team very much, though. I'm trying. I'm trying with minimal...
Yeah, Jessica, Ms. Marvel, are we talking about the girl with stretchy arms, or are we talking about Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel? She's not in, neither one of them are in this.
No, Ms. Marvel's not in this. But here's the thing that would make people mad. I just have a feeling. If they bring Captain Marvel into this...
They're gonna make her look pretty.
No, not just that. Not just that. What's really gonna infuriate a lot of the activists, which I gotta find funny, once they finally bring Captain Marvel in this, they're actually going to acknowledge her 80s and 70s, like, costumes. So, just like they have, what's-her-name's costume, like her... Which they're still complaining about. There are people actually complaining about evil Sue Richards and her costume. Like, even now.
I mean, there's nothing they can do about
it. When they do Captain Marvel, I guarantee you they're going to have her Miss Marvel costume from the 80s, and they'll have her Captain Marvel costume from the 90s. On top of whatever, MCU costume they give her. I guarantee it.
I'm just imagining a DC Rivals game in the future, like 10 years in the future, and they're gonna have like Harley Quinn's like spicy costume from the Arkham as a costume, and then they'll have Harley Quinn's costume from Suicide Squad in the same game.
But they'll make her Suicide Squad costume actually look good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny because it's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, you can make fun of the old costumes as much as you want, and the comic book costumes, but they'll always come back. Like Sue Richards' costume, like you can't just ignore it.
There you go, Amber. Jotaro just said, according to data files that they have on Marvel Rivals, characters that have been leaked that are coming to later installments of the game, Professor X, Cyclops.
Oh my gosh, Professor X is coming! Oh my god!
One sec. Emma Stone.
Oh yes.
Colossus.
Oh, Colossus is coming! Oh my god.
Gambit.
Wow.
Beast. Rogue, Phoenix, Jubilee, and Deadpool.
Oh my gosh, how are they gonna do Professor X?
Probably have him in his hover chair.
Oh my gosh, I have wanted to see Professor X in a game every time we played. Remember, look, when we used to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I was like, they should get Professor X in here with his wheelchair running around and kicking people, running over their legs.
How would he kick people while in a wheelchair? How would that work?
oh my gosh, I don't know how Professor X is gonna work. I'm excited about this. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get Professor X. Oh.
Eventually.
Oh my gosh. I know it seems wrong, but like, could they have an alternate skin for Professor X in which he is not in his hover chair, but is in an actual regular wheelchair, and he just rams into people with his wheelchair? Like, I just think that would be really fun. Like, I just wanna run into people with my wheelchair. That's what I want.
Hit people with your wheelchair, yeah.
I wanna make I'd be like, hey, can you help me with my groceries? I need help because I'm in a wheelchair. Psych!
So
I'm gonna kill you.
it's actually interesting when Jotaro was talking about the X-Men that have been like data mined or whatever. Most of the X-Men that he's talking about are actually from the X-Men '97 show. So because of the X-Men animated series that came out last year, right? The X-Men '97 Disney Plus thing. Most of the characters that he mentioned were actually from that show.
Oh, here's what Mr. Zach YouTube would like to see. I want to see Mastermind, Toad, Scarlet Witch. Oh, we do have her.
Scarlet Witch is in this.
Quicksilver, the Blob, Sabretooth, and Mystique. Ooh, Mystique would be awesome, Zach.
Mystique would just be like Loki, though. She would transform in other people.
That would be cool.
But I mean, there are so many characters in Overwatch, so
Yeah.
they're right there. The fact that things have been data mined, it shows that they have a roadmap in mind. So
I wanted to see Colossus, and apparently he might be in it. I'm excited.
probably Colossus will come by next year or something like that.
Colossus. He's the gentle giant.
He's good, little devise.
I don't know what you just said.
Get in there.
Hey, Deadpool and Gambit, let's freaking go.
Nightcrawler? Oh yes, let's go. I love.
I hope they
Nightcrawler.
make him look awesome, but I have a feeling they will.
They will. I mean, this is a Chinese company. Like, they want to make cool-looking stuff. And can you imagine if, like, let's say theoretically, let's say Insomniac made this game,
Yeah.
or the people who made the Marvel Avengers game.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in buying character skins for those character models?
No, because Mary Jane looked like she was 57 years old in that.
Right. So, this company over in Asia, the East sees our superheroes as heroic and good-looking compared to how we, in our country now, identify with superheroes looking ugly.
Yeah.
And, like, weird body shapes and all that other stuff. So, when they bring characters into this game, like the X-Men and stuff like that, they're going to look fantastic. Some of them are going to look fat like Wolverine, though. I don't like the Wolverine design.
I think they make all the... I shouldn't say what I'm thinking. I can't say what I'm thinking out loud. I get in trouble. All of the modern American characters are lumpy space princess.
I mean, they do look pretty bad, yeah. But, I know you don't believe me, it is going to change.
Yeah.
Because the Western companies eventually, like, the Asian companies are going to dwarf them in sales. And a lot of the Western companies are going to have the mentality, death first, we're not going to change. And they're going to go under. But there are going to be some Western companies that are going to be like, you know what, I can't afford this. Look at what happened with BioWare, for example. There are people who were fired. There was 120 people that were fired at BioWare because of Dragon Age the Veilguard. And, they're working on Mass Effect, the newest Mass Effect. And they're complaining that, they're like, all these people that were brought on to work on Dragon Age and, that other game, we're all fired. And then they're like, but yet these people are still here at the company. But then you go and you look up the people that are still there, that are working on the new Mass Effect. They've been making Mass Effect games for 20 years.
The reason why they're still there is they're actually doing their job.
So the only thing that's happening in the game industry right now is they're getting smart and they're finally trimming the cancer out of the industry. They're getting rid of the freaks and weirdos that don't contribute to anything. And they're keeping the good crop. So basically, like that Rice and Ruin game we played. There's good rice and there's bad rice, and it needs to be harvested. So the bad rice has been pulled out so that the good rice can continue to grow.
Thank you, Luke.
That's basically what's happening right now. So this is actually happening throughout the game industry right now, is they are purging the bad employees and the people that like subjected us to nonsense for 4 to 5 years. So the game industry is going to start healing by the middle of this year to next year. It's going to change.
I'm just glad I get to hit people in a wheelchair.
Can I get to beat up people in the wheelchair? Yes. Congratulations,
Also,
Amber.
this game will be the first game to have wheelchair representation in the game, except for Arkham Knight.
He's not going to have a wheelchair.
Aww.
He's going to have his hover chair.
That's still pretty
It's probably,
cool.
I can picture him in his yellow hover chair with, like, laser guns. Like, using his mind, but also he has, like, it's kind of like Rocket Raccoon, where his hover chair turns into, like, a machine gun or laser or something like that. I could totally see that happening.
If I was Professor X, I would...
Still call him Dr. X.
I don't know what he can do with his mind powers, but if I had mind powers and I was really, like, fighting people on the battlefield, I'd, like, put a horrible nightmare into somebody's head so that their head explodes.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe he wouldn't do that. I don't know what kind of moveset he's gonna have. Alright, we've got Spidey, Jotaro, and me. Let's see if there's anyone else here. Alright, we got Jacob Orion. Awesome.
He's still a sitting duck? Well, I mean, maybe he has, like, a force field power that he could put around his hover chair. But the idea of Amber thinking that a wheelchair man could go around kicking people was just, like, the strangest thing I've ever heard.
Well, no, I guess he wouldn't be able to actually move his
If he
legs.
could kick people while he's in a wheelchair, then he's not disabled.
Maybe you could move your legs a little bit. Not a whole lot. It's my dream to run over people.
You want to know what you could do, Amber? You could give him, like, a thought construct of him kicking people.
he wants to, yeah.
A giant foot, like, comes out of his head, like, using telepathy, and it kicks people.
I hope they do that, Luke.
The right
That's
heroes can make
my
all the
dream.
difference.
A wheelchair to the shins.
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Only my neighborhood is now like multiple realities. Cool, right?
Dragon Lord, what's your name? In game. I'll try to get you in.
It's
Professor
Lord,
X
Lord,
kicking Lord
Lord
what?
Draken.
Lord Draken. Okay, next round. It's nice to hear you guys laugh and have fun. We have fun every day. We're just stressed.
Thanks, Random
Anybody who has
Jazz.
the
It's
chance
nice
can
to
be
see
a
you
hero.
too.
I believe
You're
it.
very
30
kind,
seconds.
Random Jazz.
Stay
Hope you're having a
strong.
nice day.
Yep. So just so you
Thanks
guys know,
for rooting for us.
we will be looking at Marvel Rivals periodically throughout the year and every month. Like, there always will be at least like 1 or 2 Marvel Rival streams based on the cool skins that drop. But it's not something that we will be playing every day because we're going to be busy with Monster Hunter and Yakuza and whatever Nintendo Switch 2 games are going to be coming out. I have a feeling it's going to be a big year. Like, last year wasn't really that big. Although, at the beginning of the year, it kicked us off with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and we did a lot of streams
I
of
can do
that.
some amazing stuff. I should enjoy this more.
And more importantly, we had people tune in for those streams. So, like, I think they had like 40 episodes or something like that. And I don't remember ever having to ask people, like, all right, guys, make sure the series can't continue until we get 1,000 views. I'm pretty sure I didn't do any of that because every stream I did, you know, a year ago, with the Final Fantasy game, like, everything got above 1,000 views, or at least 1,000 views. Which was, you know, a huge weight off my shoulders. And this stream has almost 1,000 views already, which is also part of the reason I'm pretty happy. Because, you know, we get paid. Hooray!
We should poll our audience and see, like, I mean, I'm sure our audience would be happy to help. We should poll our audience and ask them for ideas of, like, what what characters they would like to see in Marvel Rivals. So I bet people have some great ideas.
Yeah, I think we should do like what X-Men character should be in Marvel Rivals. Something like that. I think that could be a
All
fun
of
video.
them.
All of them. Yeah, eventually. I have a feeling by the time this game is done, or not done, like in 2 years there'll be 60 characters.
How come these people aren't coming after us? There's nobody here.
We're
We're literally here alone. The other team hasn't even come in.
I don't know what they're doing.
Like, literally, this is completely glitched out.
I mean, if it gives us an easy win, why not?
The other team didn't even show up. They forfeit.
They forfeit. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if the other team didn't even show up, how are we supposed to fight them?
They're gonna have a new Captain America skin based on Infinity War. I can't afford all these skins though. I have to pick and choose what I want. I am gonna get Spicy Sue Storm though.
I see.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do a video on her. I don't know when. I'm kind of bummed though. I had a game I wanted to do for my birthday, guys,
Literally nobody's here.
and I can't do that game because, like, this is why I don't like limited run games. But limited run games was advertising this really cool retro game that looked like so boss, and I was like, yes, I want to play this. And then they didn't give proper context until you went to their website, and they said the game's only coming out to Sega CD and the Sega Genesis. And then the cartridges and the CD is like $130. And the Sega Genesis cartridge is like $70, but the Sega Genesis won't have the voice acting and the cool cutscenes. Because that's what the Sega CD was for. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Deanna.
Thank you, Miss Deanna. Says Miss Amber, from what I saw from Professor Xavier in the X-Men, I have not seen him use his legs at all. I assume that he lost the ability to use them, similar to how Daredevil became blind as a
Of course
kid.
he lost his ability to use his legs.
I
He's
thought
paralyzed.
you could just swing them out a little bit and kick people.
How would that even work? That doesn't even work.
I thought you could use them like as weapons.
All right, guys. Dynasty Warriors crossed over to 1,000. Dynasty Warriors will be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Miss Deanna, for explaining that.
Okay, so guys, now we need to work on Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is at 910 views after 2 days. So if everybody could, especially while there's nothing going on in this match, if you guys could click this link and give get as many eyeballs over there as possible, we could do another Wuthering Waves too this week.
They're in their own base? That's what Jotaro said.
Maybe they glitched out. Or maybe they don't want to play us. I don't know.
Hello. Guys? Are you guys coming? Literally, they're not coming out.
You actually went to where their base is?
Look at, they're shooting.
Only
There they
60
are.
seconds left.
They're literally over here.
Why are they in their base? What are they doing?
They're over, look at this.
Are they giving us an easy win? Or are they going to come out at the last minute and destroy us? Maybe they just don't feel... They're waiting until we actually have the thing that we have to do? Prevent the beast from entering their place. They're just waiting for the beast. They don't feel like attacking us until after the thing spawns.
Can't give up now.
I'm here with you, Luke.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, honey. Your costume looks cool.
I mean, isn't that thing going to spawn in like 13 seconds? I'm just dancing.
Final 10 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm flipping because I'm Spider-Man. Yeah. So, speaking of Spider-Man, the mods are going crazy for the PC version of Spider-Man 2. So not only is Pretty Mary Jane back that people are, putting in their series, but also they brought back the 2018 Spider-Man face. So
before he became like a baby Peter Parker.
Yeah, the young-looking Spider-Man is gone in the mods, and those are all the videos that people are streaming and stuff like that. It's the modded version of the PC. So you got Pretty Mary Jane, that actually looks,
like she normally looks.
Yeah, it looks how she did in the comics, basically. And then you have like some of the other characters have some like age to their face, like Norman Osborn looks a little bit older and stuff like that because he's supposed to be a guy in his like 50s or 60s.
Well, we didn't do anything here.
I know. I'm just gonna do highlights of us just hanging out. There we are.
Honestly, this is so weird. Like
I like how they play the triumphant music as we're just kind of hanging out. Yeah! There we are! We're just hanging out! Cool! Alright, Loki's up. Let's see what Loki was doing. Loki was doing some standing action. Yeah! There we go. That happened. Woo!
Wow, I really wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, you're just standing around. So everybody was having their 15-minute break. All right, let's check out our MVP. MVP was walking, checking out his teammates. What's up? Thor's looking at the flowers.
MVP though.
Because he was looking at the flowers. Did you look at the flowers? Did you stop and smell the roses, Amber? No, I don't think so. All right, let's see what I was doing.
Mother loves Loki.
I was doing nothing. They didn't even do the cool stuff where I'm jumping around. Okay, Thor jumped. All right. Yeah, these are exciting replays. All right, Jotaro. Yeah. There you go. Yep. That's
Hello, you, Gypsy Hasashi. Do you have your notifications on? If you're a subscriber for a long time, you haven't seen our videos in years, it's because you don't have your notifications on. Most of the people in the chat are people that have watched for years. Just remember to turn your notifications completely on. Then you'll always see our videos every single day. You will never... Also, don't forget to join our newsletter, Kwingsletsplays.com, and you'll never miss a stream or video. So thank you for watching many years ago. Maybe if you turn... just remember those notifications and you'll be able to see our streams every day.
Bless you, sweet Pete. I know. Alright, next team. And we're gonna get the Lord Draken.
Yeah, Lord Draken is in the game.
I see him, yet. He's right there. Oh, I know Lord Draken's a big Power Rangers fan, I know. What to do? Let's get Game Wing in here. So a real match this time? Maybe Jotaro, I don't know. One can see. Cosmic Spizzy. Ascent. Declined. Okay, Jotaro. Ms. Amber hopefully won't decline me.
No.
Get in the game, Amber, quickly.
Sorry, I need to get in here. I know who I'm gonna play as, well, Storm, Dr. X.
Dr. X isn't in this! He doesn't exist!
No, I'm gonna look like a fake fan. Just like I did on Luke's video. I'm so sad that Marvel Rivals is closing. Luke's like, Amber, you need to change your comment on the video that I made.
Oh no, I'm telling people now.
No!
Yep.
No.
Because that's not how you wrote it. I'm gonna...
No,
yep, here we go.
please.
Nope.
Luke, don't do that to me!
Embarrassing the wife section. Okay, so this is the embarrassing wife section of the stream.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Amber wrote a very thoughtful comment on the Multiverses dying video. And she said, as a DC fan, it really hurts me that Marvel Rivals is closing. And then she went in to talk about all this other stuff. But the fact that she said, as a DC fan, it really hurts that Marvel Rivals is ending. And I'm just like, what? and she went on. The thing is, that's funny about it is she knows what she's talking about. Because she's talking about, like, mentioning Disney Infinity and what happened with that. And how there were weird characters that nobody bought. And she had a very intelligent argument. But it's just that one section of the thing, instead of saying Multiverse is ending and saying Marvel Rivals, it just made the entire, like, little paragraph just implode
And then
on
when
itself.
when I talked to Luke today, I said, oh, you did a great job on the video. And he goes, by the way, he's like, I saw your comment. He's like, you need to change it. He's like, you're a fake fan. He said, you said you're a DC fan.
You're a news anchor, honey. My favorite X-Men
That-
character is Superman.
looks like fake fan.
Tell us what your favorite Image Comics hero like Superman is in the comment section below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and my favorite Justice Leaguer is Wolverine. It'll be sunny outside. Okay.
I did change it. Now it
Amber
says,
changed it.
Now it says multiple.
Only you guys will know. The people who are on that, like the 3,000 people who have watched that video will have no idea.
No one will.
But we'll know. The 80 of us here will know. We'll know.
Yep, I got Marvel Rivals and yep, and welcome back, Gypsy
Hello, Gypsy.
Hasashi. Really appreciate that. Thanks for coming back to the channel.
I need to make an
Thanks.
awesome picture of Casey
I'm your
Jones
friendly
for
neighborhood
tomorrow.
Spider-Man. Only my neighborhood
Hope
is now like
somebody
multiple
is-
realities.
Oh,
Cool,
actually,
right?
Lord Draken is a really good player for Loki.
Yeah. So, well, you got your. Do you have any skins at all on your Xbox or no? Okay.
I don't. Like, this is a base.
That's because you play the skins on the PlayStation.
I mean, I don't want to buy things twice.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
The only skin I would get would be either Blueface Loki in here or Bombastic Bagman with Troll you. Or cool looking 80s Storm.
I still can't
Life
believe
is
I had
hard
Bombastic
sometimes.
Bagman.
I'm probably
But at
gonna
least
get
maybe
80s
I can make it
Storm
easier for other
They'll be
people.
coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Well, I won't be buying stuff in multiverses anymore. Hey, can somebody confirm? Did they shut off the microtransactions in multiverses? Is that true? Like, how in the world are you supposed to buy Lola and
Yeah,
Aquaman?
Maybe they just give it to you for free.
No. They're gonna put it behind like a massive like season pass thing. Like in order, they'll probably give you Aquaman or Lola Bunny at the beginning, and then in order to get Aquaman or something, you'll have to go through the entire season pass from now until May in order to unlock Aquaman. And you'll get it like the day before they close it or something. I could see them doing something mean like that.
Put some pep in my step.
Ah, being shot! Ah!
Better stop that vehicle.
I'm Spider-Man! I'm allergic to lead! No lettuce-selling, please! What is that? Ah! Aren't they supposed to come after us? I thought it... Oh. Ah! Gary's mod! Oh, they're gonna be they're free comic? Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna find out on the next stream. Like the multiverses stream is gonna be at like 7 o'clock. Because I'm hoping my wifey makes me another delicious sandwich. Because
They've made it
she's
halfway.
really good at making sandwiches apparently.
Better stop that
Yay.
vehicle.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Actually, Star-Lord is really good in this game.
I've never played as Star-Lord.
He's really fun to play.
I'm gonna be doing a Psylocke showcase later this week with the M. Bison skin.
That's, I didn't even...
Checkpoint.
It probably is supposed to look kind of like a bison. But
He kind of looks like M. Bison. Probably Friday I'll end up... Because I don't know how long the Casey Jones DLC is gonna be. It's gonna be very long. Wasn't there a way for me to, like, tractor beam web people?
Get him there.
Better stop that vehicle.
no, they're... It's not decaying. They're shutting it off.
Yeah, they killed it.
The
Oh, you
developers
could have been a hero,
are shut
Frank.
it off.
Hey guys, did they nerf
Or
Spider-Man?
they're going to shut it off.
Yeah, in May it's over.
They don't...
They're pulling a James Gunn, though. They're announcing the death of the game when the game's not even dying until May. So, I mean, they're essentially killing the game off early.
Yeah, Dead Man Walking.
Dead Man Walking. Death Row. Death Row game.
Right.
I thought Spider-Man could, like, web on to people. Did they remove that? Oh, we're campers. Oh my gosh. We've lived long enough to see ourselves become the campers. Well, I mean, it is the final match of the night. I guess we can all get banned by these people. I refuse to be a camper. I'll let them actually come out of their base.
Nice.
I'm a terrible person.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Yeah, we did stop them in their track. Look, I let them get out. See, I'm a kind person. Oh no, my controller died.
Watch out there.
Well, somebody's gonna get a free hit. Hi! I'm Spider-Man. You wanna be friends?
There you go.
I can move again. I can see clearly now I'm not AFK. I can't latch on to people with my web. That's not yay. Ooh. Whee! No!
I'm not a vengeful person.
Better stop
But
that
today I'll make an exception.
He's not a vengeful person, but today he's gonna make an exception. That's great. Yeah, just so you guys know, we will be looking at multiverses tonight. We're gonna check out the new Battle Pass. We're gonna see Lola and Aquaman. A lot of people are kind of confused why Aquaman is not voiced by the dude who plays Jake the Dog.
Yeah, exactly. Jake the dog is in the game.
Yeah, but I mean, I told people, I said, well, the reason is because Phil LaMarr has played Aquaman more. He's more well-known as Aquaman. He's in Justice Aquaman, he's Young Justice Aquaman, and he's also Justice League Action Aquaman, I believe. As well as he's been Aquaman in some animated movies, too. That one guy was only Aquaman in Brave and the Bold.
I do think, though, they should have had Jake the dog voice his version of Aquaman.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. They could also had him voice his Joker version too.
I gotta do better this time.
Oh well. Missed opportunities.
Oh, he was the Joker in one version?
Yeah, he's the Joker you hate. You don't like the Under the Red Hood Joker. The guy who killed Jason Todd, you don't like him. That was Jake the Dog.
You stopped them in their
Jake the Dog and Aquaman killed Jason Todd.
Jake the dog and the human.
I want a web. Here's web in your eyes. I can't web people no more. I used to be able to like grapple onto people and do like a web kick. Does it not work anymore? Oh well. Maybe people were abusing it.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
I am not a camper.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Frank's gone full turret mode.
I'm gonna show you how much of a camper I am not. I'm gonna show up behind you. Aha!
I don't know where they are.
We have people who are
I'm not a
keeping them in their
vengeful
base.
person,
We're
but
the
today
bad
I'll
guys,
make an
Amber.
exception.
We live long enough to see ourselves become the villains.
Oh,
Yeah. We're literally not letting them out of their base.
that's kind of mean.
It is, and that's the last match of the night too. We've turned to the dark side.
Well, I mean, it is more fun being evil.
Why is that?
Who will help?
Nice. I got your back.
We're gonna get reported, probably,
Why would we get
Spider Fist is
reported?
ready.
because we're campers, Amber. We're no good, dirty campers. Every time they try to come out of their base, we murder them.
The moon haunts you.
It's not the point. It's not the point.
When we will be without honor.
Leave them to crunch you.
I gotta do better this time.
Outrageous. Yeah, they can't really say it like he does. Outrageous.
We must
Yeah, we
hold out
need
a
him to
little
actually stay outrageous.
Maybe Jake the Dog says outrageous when he sees Aquaman. Like a little like meta moment there.
Us against the world.
Man, that Aquaman guy, he's outrageous. Little wink to the audience. I don't think they like us being campers anymore. Now they're upset. I think they need to win this match, though. I'm not gonna have this, Amber. All you did was just delay them and make them mad. Now they're unstoppable.
Crank's gone full turret mode.
I'm gonna go behind you and punch you in the face. Ugh. Darn it, I couldn't kill the guy. I tried. Oh, somebody was constantly healing him. I didn't have a chance.
Back in the swing of things.
Meh. Whoops. And we get what we deserve because we're dirty campers.
I don't think so. I think we're awesome.
Yeah.
We were just doing what we had to survive.
No, I don't think you were.
I think these people are cheating. Look at them. They're crazy.
Judge, jury.
I don't think we were camping at all. When it comes to people...
Hi, Link. We are Venom. You're a pretty kitty.
They're the ones playing psychological mind games.
Is the kitty coming up? Come up,
prove.
kitty. Come on, kitty. You can do it.
Down to 30 seconds.
You can do it. Oh.
There's enough.
Don't give them another inch. Or else. That is now
Hi, buddy. Ooh. You need to
Yeah, I don't
save
think
more
that
than
they're having any problems. Like, I think they're...
well, you can't expect to win them all.
Well, I don't know why you said... I think they were camping on themselves. We weren't doing anything wrong.
Linky, say something.
Look, what are you doing?
I'm picking him up. What's happening?
Oh, Link. Oh, look at Link by the mic.
He's shy.
Were you gonna speak into the microphone, Link?
That's you.
That's very interesting, Link.
He does have a small meow, but it's not that small. It sounds like a guy.
Meow.
No, his meow is softer. No. Yatta! It's time for a sandwich!
Revenge
Woo!
is mentally unhealthy.
I'm excited. Okay, so where's Miss Amber? Link.
That was me. You just showed me.
I did? I'll show you again. Yay! Amber got a kill! Amber gets lots of kills.
Mantis strikes.
No, I mean,
A healer that kills. Lord Draken!
SVP, great job, Lord Draken. Loki. Oh, you know what I was just thinking? We could do lore videos on this game.
Lore videos? How's their lore?
They actually have lore written for each character.
Oh wow. Maybe we could do lore shorts.
Yeah, there's like somebody just did a lore. I just saw somebody did a video on evil Mr. Fantastic, and they said Marvel's worst villain, evil Mr. Fantastic, or something. I don't even know evil Mr. Fantastic. The most evil character in the game, Cuddlefins. Sure.
Yeah, I thought there was a way to grapple onto people.
A hero, friend.
Yeah, I think it's R1 or something. One of your L1 or R2, L2 or R2 does
I
long range, and the other one does short range. And then I think L or R1 does. You can whip spiderweb over. But you can only do it once, and then it has a cooldown.
Insignificant gnats. Was that truly your best? I will crush them all.
You have an empty box, so you have no excuse. Right? Better. I don't want to snuggle with you when I know you're being a bad kitty. On that note, so anyway, people, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching our Spider-Man showcase. It got weird. Weird. I have a couple things to show you, Amber, after when we have dinner. I think you're going to find hilarious.
Okay.
But thank you guys so much for watching the Spider-Man 2 showcase of the advanced suit as it leaps into action. Hope you guys had fun. We're going to be playing another online community-based game, kind of, sort of, with Multiverses next, looking at the brand new Season Pass, Lola Bunny and Aquaman, and all that fun stuff. And then tomorrow is the DLC showcase of Casey Jones and TMNT Splintered Fate on Nintendo Switch. So that's going to be fun. And then the next day will be a showcase on Mai and Street Fighter 6.
Ooh.
So we got a pretty fun week planned out for you guys. So head on over to Multiverses if you guys still want to hang out with us. It's going to be fun. That stream will be starting around 6:45, 7 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for the super chat and for helping the stream get over 1,000 views. There will be another showcase of M. Bison Psylocke in the future. Which is M. Bison Psylocke is that's Vengeance. Lady Vengeance!
Psylocke Vengeance.
That's Psylocke Vengeance. We need other Psylocke cosmetics. There she is. This lady. So, Lady, like, M. Bison Psylocke will have a showcase later this week. So we hope you guys will come back for that. I'm actually pretty decent with Psylocke, so maybe we'll do better. I don't know.
Yeet.
But yeah, thanks for watching, people, and head on over to Multiverses, okay? God bless, happy gaming. I'm going to have dinner and see you guys in a bit.
See ya.